between two different warm-ups. This will be your even exercise day warm-up. So we're going to start with a windshield wiper. You're going to lay down on your back, arms spread out to the sides. I want you to focus on keeping your back on the ground the whole time. All right, ready? Go. All we're going to do is just let your knees fall off to the side, but you're going to do a great job maintaining control of your core by pushing your back into the ground the whole time. Good, about halfway there. If you do get uncomfortable during this, you can always put a towel or a sweatshirt or something underneath your back, but we're not doing it for so long that it should be a problem. Very good. Now we'll do our high plank shoulder tap. A high plank means we're doing a plank in a push-up position. So you're going to have straight arms. Our athlete's arms are a little bit far forward. Her wrists are not really under her shoulders. So I'm going to recommend you get them under your shoulders. And then we're going to alternate tapping opposite shoulder. Ready, go. As we go through this, do your best to keep both hips the same distance from the ground. It is tough to balance because you only have one hand and 2 feet on the ground at a time. But if you widen your feet just a little bit, brace your core, you shouldn't have too much trouble keeping yourself balanced. If you struggle with this at any point, please feel free to take a break. 3, 2, 1, time. Now we'll go to our hip adduction. That's our groin. So we're going to lay on your side just like you see here. You're going to bend your top leg and pull it up towards your hips. And then you're just going to lift nice and slowly that bottom leg. You're going to be working that hip adductor muscle. Ready, go. It doesn't matter which side you start with, but here on screen we have you starting on your left side. Take your time. Our athlete's going somewhat fast. You can go even a little bit slower. We don't need to get too many more than 10 reps or so here. We want you to take your time and do it the right way. Very good. Okay, just flip yourself over. We'll do the same thing. Ready, go. Nice and slow. Keep your legs straight. Don't let that knee bend. You should really feel it on the upper part of your inner thigh. That's that adductor muscle. About 5 seconds to go here. You're looking great. It's a tough exercise, not one that we do too often, but a really good one. End time. Now just roll over onto your back. You're going to bend your knees. Keep your feet flat on the ground. I want you to drive your hips up towards the ceiling before you even start. And then you're going to alternate marching from one leg to the other. Ready, go. As you march, your hips are going to want to drop and raise and move in all different directions. Your job is to keep them as still as possible. We don't want those hips to be at different heights at any point in the movement. You can even see our athlete resets herself a few times just to maybe give herself a little reminder of the right technique. She's going at a good speed, 1 step every couple of seconds. This is all about stability. There's no rush. Good. Next, we'll do our 180-degree jump. So you're going to stand up, and all we're going to do is jump 180 degrees, so a complete turnaround, so you're facing the opposite direction, and then jump forward. And you can jump over your right shoulder, and then looking over your left shoulder, switching back and forth each time if it helps you. Good. You should be going now. When you land, we want you to land soft and focus on keeping both knees over your feet. Not letting them rotate despite all those forces that are telling your body to let your knees rotate. We want to stay nice and stable. And time. Next we'll do our lateral fast feet. Some people call this a scissor fast feet, but all we're going to do is move from side to side within a small space, alternating which foot is forward and which foot is backward. Ready, go. A lot of choppiness here with this exercise, but that doesn't mean we can't have nice soft feet. So do your best to keep your feet really soft protect that body. Get your body moving a little bit. It's a great way to warm up that core body temperature, but it's also a good way to think about where your feet are landing, the positioning of your body, making sure that you're maintaining good posture, all those things that really go into being a great athlete. Just a couple more reps to go, and then our final exercise. Finally, we'll do our side shuffle. I want you to have your toes facing forward the whole time. Even if you only have a couple feet, you can see here, like our athlete on the screen, that's no problem. A couple feet is plenty of space, just moving side to side. Ready, go. As you do this exercise, I want you to keep your hips a little bit further back than the rest of your body. Pull your head up towards the ceiling to keep your spine nice and straight, and point your toes directly forward. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. Only a couple reps to go before we get to our workout. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Enjoy the workout.
Hey, what's up everyone? All right, welcome back for day 4. So we have a little bit of agility. We're gonna do a little acceleration, deceleration. We're also gonna go through some upper body stuff and some core. So we're gonna start with a little agility superset here. We're gonna do a 3-step deceleration. So last time we did agility, we did a 5-step. This time you're gonna slow yourself down in just 3 steps. They have to be a little bit choppier, a little bit more control. You're driving your hips back. And remember, driving your hips back is going to help you absorb all that force. So we're going to do 5 3-step decelerations, and then we're going to do something called a 45-degree wall march. We're not going to use a wall because I kind of like where we're filming, so Henry's going to use a chair that's right over there to lean against, but I'm going to guess most of you have access to a wall or something pretty firm that you can lean up against. All right, so we'll do 5 3-step decelerations and 10 steps on the marching. So it's like our march from last week, but it's just going to be at a 45-degree angle, closer to like that position your body will be in when you run. All right, so let's get it going. 5 3-step decelerations. Good. Chop, chop, chop. If it ends up being 4 steps, that's all right. Even if it gets into 5 steps, but 1, 2, 3. Good. Right, so chop, 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 just like that. Even though we're taking harder steps, because it's only 3 steps, if you divide that deceleration by 5, like we did last week, it's a lot more steps, so you can sort of divide that force out a little bit. But when we go to 3, we still want to have soft feet. We still want to drive our hips back. All right, very good. So now we're going to go to the chair. We're going to go 45 degrees, so your feet just a little bit further back on it. Yeah, hips forward now. I want you to push it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so our body's at a 45-degree angle. Good. I want you to pull your head up towards me. Yeah, there we go. Good. Straight spine. Good. When we're sprinting, this is sort of our position, right? That 45-degree angle. Just working on getting a feel there. Good. All right, so we're going to go back and forth between these 2 exercises for 3 rounds. So we have another 3-step deceleration. Good. Awesome. Very good. We've said it a million times over the last 4 sessions, but remember, drive your hips back, keep your feet quiet, keep your spine long. All right? My job is to keep reminding you of those things. That's the value of neuromuscular training, which is exactly what we're doing. We're training your body, your brain to control your body. When we control our bodies, it's going to keep you safer. It's going to help you perform your best. Good, Henry. All right. That's 2 rounds. We got 1 more round coming at you, and then we'll get into some upper body training. Very good. Good. It may help you to think about your sport specifically. You play soccer, football, tennis, squash, whatever the sport is, maybe you decelerate just a little bit different. Maybe the surface that you're on is a little bit different. All right, think about that. Good. Nice job. Last rep here. Yeah. Last rep, and then we'll go to our 45-degree. Beautiful. Okay. So get 10 good steps here on the 45-degree. Good. Just bring those hips a little bit further forward for me. Yeah. Yep. Good. Good. Kind of like the bird dogs that we've been doing on our core sessions. Think about keeping your core nice and strong on these. Really good. Okay, so now we're gonna go to a little upper body superset. We're gonna do something called an in, out, out push-up or knee push-up. It's up to you. If you felt comfortable with the knee push-ups, more comfortable with the knee push-ups last time, then stick with them for this, all right? We're gonna do 4 sets of 5 reps. But when we get going, you'll see what the in, out, out looks like. And then we're gonna do reverse snow angels. So you're gonna be laying on your stomach, and we're gonna be moving our arms up and down. It'll strengthen your back and shoulders. Really, really good exercise, all right? So our in, out, out push-up for 5, and then 5 reverse snow angels. So you're gonna start in a regular push-up position. Bring your hand in, 1, 2, bring them back out, 1, 2, and then get a good rep of a push-up there. All right, 5 times. Keep your core strong, keep your spine straight. Body is in a straight line. Very good. These ones get tough, very tough. All right, then we're gonna lay on our stomach. Start with your hands over your head. And you're going to lift your hands off the ground and bring them down to your sides. Just actually keep your palms facing the ground the whole time. Yeah, good. We're going to do 5 of those. It can be challenging to train the back of your body, the back of your shoulders, your upper back without weights, but we're going to find a way. And this is a great way to do that. Okay, so we're going to go in, out, out again. And remember, when we did those knee push-ups, we had the mat available. So if you need a mat, grab one. It makes it a little easier if you're going to be kneeling. I'll pull one out just in case. Excellent. Really good. Our time here. A lot of muscles in the back of our body. Really good. This helps build some stability in our shoulders. Yeah, why don't we at least demo a knee push-up version. Remember, you're going to pull your feet up to your butt. This kind of brings your hips forward, so you're in that nice straight line like we are when we do a standard push-up. Good. Just adding that little in, out, out really changes the push-up quite a bit. But what I really want you to focus on, despite your hands moving and ending up in crazy positions, is that you're still doing that push-up with great technique. So this does challenge you a little bit in that sense. Constantly moving your body around just makes that push-up more complex, but we just want to get back to those important concepts when it comes to a push-up, right? Keeping our hands in that same position, elbows going back so they're not flaring out. Good, Henry. All right, last one here, last round of each. Good, keep it going. When you do the in, out, out, do your best to try to keep your hips the same distance from the ground. You're going to want to kind of pop side to side, up and down. Just try to keep it locked in as best as we can. All right. These final set of snow angels, taking our time. Good job. And then we're going to get to our core training. So for the core, technically I have 3 exercises, although 2 of them are the same. So we have a side plank. I'm going to demo for you. We have a side plank on your right side. You're going to hold it here for 20 seconds. So we're not doing the side ups like we did before. You're going to hold for 20. At the 20-second mark, you're going to switch to your other arm. Hold for another 20. And then when you finish that, you're going to do what we call a dead bug. So you're going to lay on the ground, knees are bent, feet are up in the air, hands are straight up in the air. And you're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. Now the key here is to keep your lower back planted firmly into the ground. If you arch your lower back, we've sort of lost control of our core. So we want to keep control of our core by driving our lower back into the ground. Take our time. 1, 1, just like that, all the way up to 5 on each side. All right, so we'll get 3 rounds of that. 20-second side plank on the left, 20-second side plank on the right, 5 dead bugs on each side. All right, I've got the clock here. Ready, set, go. Good. A lot of times we try to start compensating when the side plank gets hard by letting our hips drift backwards. We want to keep them nice and forward. 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch sides. Okay. Ready, set, go. Very good, Henry. Similar to the knee push-ups, if you need a pad on your elbow, blanket, towel, pillow, something like that, please by all means grab it. 3, 2, 1, time. And then we're gonna land your back. Again, knees are bent, feet are up in the air, hands are straight up over your shoulders. Bring your hands up to line in front. Yep, good. And then let's bring this arm, this leg, keep this arm up here, yeah. And then come back together. And then we're driving our lower back into the ground. Feeling that? Yep. Good. All right, I've said this in basically every session. We want to keep the distance between our chin and our belly button the same. I don't want you to round your lower back and change that distance. So keep it locked in here in one position. Good. Good. You can actually stop your arm at that point. Yeah, good. Good. Once you've gotten 5 of each, you're good. All right, now we're going to go back to our side plank. 20 seconds on each side, and then we'll get our dead bug again. Ready, set, go. Good job, Henry. Drive your hips forward a little bit, and really trying to push that bottom hip, the hip closer to the ground, a little bit further away from the ground. That's how we get all those muscles working on that side of our body. And time. Very good. Switch sides. Ready, set, go. Nice work. Good. Now find a spot somewhere in front of your body. Keep your eyes focused there. We don't want them looking down. We don't want them looking up. Just want to look sort of off into the distance. 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, now we're going to go dead bug again. All right, a lot happening with this exercise. It's pretty tough. Good. Yes, good. Drive that low back into the ground. It's called a dead bug because oftentimes you see like a dead bug laying on their back, maybe flailing their arms and legs like this. I like to think of it as you have a bug under your lower back and you're trying to squash it with your lower back. It's a great way to keep control of your body. Oof. All right. Final round here, side planks, 20 seconds on each side, and then one more round of dead bugs. Ready, set, go. Very good. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch sides. Ready, set, go. Get up about halfway, pushing that bottom hip away from the ground. 5 seconds to go. Continue to breathe. Try to keep your breathing nice and normal. and time. Very good. Okay, now we go to our dead bugs, and let's carry that same message through here. Try to breathe as normally as you can, despite how hard it can be to do so. Good. Excellent job. All right, time. Awesome job, Henry. Awesome job, everyone. All right, some tough exercises there. Hey, we will see you next week for day 5. But awesome job today. Enjoy the cool down.
Upper body cool down. I hope you had a great workout. We're going to start with an overhead triceps stretch. So all you're going to do is just bring your left arm up over your head, maybe put your left hand on the back of your upper back. We'll get a nice stretch. Ready? Go. Some people like to pull down on their elbow. In this case, we're just recommending that you put a little bit of light pressure from the side is just fine. You're going to feel that stretch in the back of your upper arm, one way or another. Don't go too crazy, just get a nice stretch. We worked those triceps a lot today, push-ups, all those sorts of things. Put a lot of stress on the triceps, so it's a good chance to just relax and help those muscles start to recover. About a quarter of the way through, and all we're going to do is just switch to the other side. Okay, and switch. Your right arm's going to be bent, right hand behind your upper back or your neck, getting a nice stretch in the back of the right upper arm. Just about halfway on this side. Doing great. Good deep breaths while you do those stretches. All right. Now we'll go to our shoulder stretch. Very similar. We're just going to pull that left arm across your chest this time. You feel a nice stretch in the back of your shoulder. Think about having good posture. It's always good to practice that. We're going to hold it for 45, taking deep breaths the whole time. Ready? Go. Good. Keep it up. Nice stretch in the back of that left shoulder. About a quarter of the way through, and then we'll switch sides. And again, you can always come back to these cool down stretches if you like them. Do them again. If you're a little sore tomorrow, you want to do them again, by all means, go for it. All right, let's switch sides to your right shoulder now. Pull your head up nice and tall. Take deep breaths. Pull that right arm nice and close to your body. Feel a good stretch. You definitely deserve it after that tough upper body session today. After this, we're actually going to be on the ground for our final exercise. We'll get a scorpion stretch on the left and the right. Just be prepared. A couple seconds, we're going to drop down onto the ground. All right, very good. Let's lay on your stomach, arms out nice and wide. You're going to bring your left leg as close to your right hand as possible. So you see our athlete here doing the opposite. And if you do the wrong side, it doesn't matter. We're going to get both sides. Ready? Go. This will give you a nice stretch down, really down the front of your body, across your body. Deep breaths. Very good. With only about a quarter of the way to go, then we have our last exercise for our upper body cool down. Just gonna obviously switch sides, make sure we get the other side. Very good, and switch. Now we have our scorpion on the right side, so you're gonna look a little bit more like the athlete here. You're gonna have your hands out wide, you're gonna take that right leg, you're gonna bring it over towards your left hand. Feel a nice stretch all down the front of your body and some of those parts of your body where we used when we were doing any sort of rotational exercises. You'll feel a good stretch there too. Beyond halfway here, almost done. Keep taking deep breaths. Some of this cool down stuff can take a little bit of patience, but it's really valuable. It can go a long way in helping you recover, improving your flexibility, all the stuff that we want. All right, and that wraps us up. Thanks so much. Hope you had an awesome workout, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us for today's class. If you have a second and you can scan the QR code on the screen, could you please fill out a quick survey to give us a little bit of feedback about today's class so that we can continue making these classes better for you. So please take a second, scan this, fill out that survey, and send it in for us. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you at the next class.